I'm on, y'all. I'm on. Get these heads start getting filled up real soon. Mon Silva, Ronald Ortiz, I see you, baby. Ronald, I don't know if you my Uncle Ronald or Sylvia Ronald. You got to tell me which Ronald it is, because I might be calling you Uncle thinking it's my 950 on Ronald. Humpty, what up, baby? We going to get it going, Humpty. Let me do a few things real quick. Yeah, let me do a few things real quick. Matter of fact, I get y'all going right now, baby. This is called Mafia Sinatra. Shout out to my man L Train. Graveyard Bullies, baby. L Train, I appreciate you. Yes, sir. This shit here is hard right here. Yes, sir. TGI Friday, baby. No drinking and driving, that's the law. Open sessions. Humpty, tell me how the audio sounded. You want to make sure everything's right before I give y'all this work, baby. Woo! Mafia Sinatra, baby. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I'm going to catch up. Give me 1 minute. Big Lou, I see you, baby. Humpty Hump, Martin, Ronald Ortiz. Okay, this is Uncle Ronald there. Thank you, Ronald. Because I got another Ronald Ortiz. Okay, give me 1 minute. I got y'all. Let me spread this love all around real quick. I got to spread this like that COVID spreading. All right, all right. Let's see who else is in the building. Big Lou, I see you, baby. Hustling Kings. I'm going to put you out there, baby. This shout-out moment right here. This is where I give everybody your shout-outs, man. Well-deserved shout-outs, by the way. TGI Friday, open sessions. Don't drink and drive. It's the law, baby. I love that, man. I could play that throughout the whole show, man. Real talk, man. All right, guys, let's get the shout-outs going. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death, Triple H, everything, Syndicate Radio, TV. Dino, do not be upset. I'm swamped right now, Dino. I'll get back to you when I'm available. I promise you, dog. D Beeman, my man D Beeman, rescheduling this fight. I'll give y'all the updates. He's supposed to go under somebody real big. I can't tell y'all the name until he green lights me. Okay, credit fix. Never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Steve Levine in the building, baby. Drizzle Godson, I see y'all. I'm going to call y'all out as I see y'all. Also, for all clothing, go to Pro Quick Print on Instagram. My man got all the clothing, special made shit, custom made shit. Go to Pro Quick Print on Instagram. Say the raw truth and you get 10% off if you want that discount. That is up to you guys. Okay, let's get going, guys. I got a couple of questions for you guys, and then I'm going to start my topic. My first question is, are you guys expecting the Brooklyn Nets, KD and Kyrie Irving, to either make the first round of the playoffs, exit immediately, go to the conference finals, or go to the chip and win it all? Real simple. Brooklyn Nets, are they a first round exit? They going to make it to the conference finals, or they going to the chip and win it all? Put your answers over there. Just say Brooklyn, etc. That's all you got to say. These are my questions to you guys. My second question is, will the Vegas Raiders make the playoffs? Right now, the Raiders are 8th seed in the AFC at 7-5. And their remaining games, they play a home game against the Indianapolis Colts, my man Steven Islar team. Another home game against the Chargers, who are dying quickly. Then they got the home game against the Finns, which is William Wright and Brian Ford's team, the Dolphins. And last but not least, they go at Denver. So they got a schedule here. If I had to predict, I'll say they'll probably win 2 out of the next 4, 3 out of the next 4. They 7-5. I kind of see the Raiders sneaking in. Give me your prediction. Just put put Vegas. Forgive me for that. Put Vegas playoffs or no playoffs. Real simple, man. Any questions before I get started, man? Humpty said, Kyrie already started shit. One series, then out. Yeah, Kyrie, man, you know how Kyrie is already talking shit about LeBron. I don't know how serious he was when he said that that he trusts KD more than LeBron James. And how is that possible if you never played a game with KD or a meaningful game? You probably play exhibitions with him, but you ain't playing nothing meaningful. And I'm mad that LeBron said he was hurt by that accusation. LeBron, you got too much going on, and to be hurt on whatever Kyrie Irving has to say. Kyrie Irving has become a full of shit ass dude. I'm keeping it gully, man. If I see Kyrie Irving, if I ever see him, I would straight tell him, yo, dog, what happened to you, dog? Like, I liked you in Cleveland. You had the mindset coming out of Duke. All I know, ever since the late Kobe Bryant got in your ear that you could be your own man, I don't know what happened to you, dog. You remind me of a dude at work that they give him a little leeway, you know, a little positioning, and now he want to be the ruler of everything. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Kyrie. Stay humble. You was always humble. Your game is better when you humble. You got a lot of game in you. Stay humble. Go back to the humble, because that you shouting out loud, that is not you. That's like Stephen A. Smith trying to play gangster. It is not him. Cut it. Cut the fuck out, man. All right, let's see what else we got here. Martin Silver said Brooklyn will go to the conference finals. Okay. And Vegas will make the playoffs. Kind of what I'm thinking there. Louis got Brooklyn. If they stay healthy, anything can happen. Louis, you got to give me more than that, Louis. We already know that. They got a bomb squad. Either you got to tell me either they're going to get bumped in the first round, conference final, the championship. Everybody got to worry about if they stay healthy. That's part of the game. What else we got? Humpty said, Vegas get in, but 1 and out. I kind of agree with you, Hump. I definitely think Vegas is going to make the playoffs. You know, it's a new team came into the city. If you notice, the Vegas Knights went all the way. The female basketball team Aces made the playoffs deep. It's like a trend that when a new team comes out, somehow, some way, they make the playoffs and go deep. It's just real funny how that works out. If you ask me, it's great for business. So I'm going to just leave it like that. Okay, what else you guys got? Okay, Lou, now you talking to me. They'll make the first round. I think if they got, a game that's very winnable, of course they could win. But I think they're a 1 and out team. If I have to predict, I think Derek Carr and them are a 1 and out team. Okay, Steve Levine got Nets and Lakers championship. KD is the best player out there. Vegas is done, no playoffs. Whoa. Tough statement there, but my man Steve Levine, man. And okay, let me go to NBA news real quick. I guess that's your questions for now. I got to give this guy credit here. A lot of people shitting on this guy. It took a lot. I mean, a lot meaning a lot of money also. A lot of money changes your mind anyway. But I got to start giving a little more credit to Paul George. Signed that 5-year extension for 226 M's to stay with the Clippers. I like the fact that he went live. He showed face at the playoff Pete. Let me say it right. Playoff Pete choked in the playoffs. I mean, he threw a shot that hit the back of the backboard. Like, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, not only did you stink up the joint, you had one of the worst shots I ever seen. But I always liked Paul George. I always thought Paul George was a real good player. I started liking him a lot with the Indiana Pacers. I remember when him and Granger were like ready to get it on with LeBron James. That showed me a lot. But he want to end his career with the Clippers. A lot of people, when I posted that shit, were laughing. Look, he stepped up. Y'all that were laughing, y'all better give him credit. He stepped up, signed that extension, and Kawhi ain't even locked down. Kawhi goes in next year. Either he going to test the market or he's going to re-sign with the Clippers. So PG-13 did it before Kawhi Leonard, so I give him a lot of props for that. Like I said, he went live with it. He wasn't embarrassed how he played. He said he want to die with the Clippers. He want to help the Clippers win a championship. I know it's all sound good, but I like the fact that he stepped up to the plate. If y'all got anything to say, let me know before I move on. Last year, 2019-2020, he averaged 21.5, 5.7 rebounds, 3.9 assists. Salute to PG-13, Paul George, signing that extension with the Clippers. Let me go to the next subject. Oh, man, Greg Williams of the New York Jets. I don't know where to start with this, dude. Jets could have won their first game last week. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. They had the Raiders done. Raiders had the ball at midfield with 5 seconds. How do you go an all-out blitz? You supposed to put at least 4 defenders in the end zone, let everything in front of you happen, and rush maybe 3 and maybe send like an extra safety that you got out there just to come out of nowhere and try to get at Derek Carr. I know what he feared was that alley-oop kind of pass, the Hail Mary, to lose that way, but you don't lose this way, leaving your boy on an island with Henry Ruggs III, who's one of the fastest wide receivers in the game. One of the worst calls I ever seen. You seen that Greg Williams immediately got fired. Though I thought they should have packaged him up with Adam Gates. I don't know where Adam Gates keeps his fucking job. Both of them should have been canned. One of the worst calls I ever seen in my life. But let me tell you something. This might be the best thing that happened to the Jets, though. As much as they wanted that win, in reality, what does that win do for them? Give them 1 win? So they basically locking at number 1, which I'm going to get into right now. My thing is, you never make that call under no circumstances. That's why he's out of football right now, and he's 62 years old, and he might not find no more work as a coordinator. As you guys knows, he was tied up with that Spygate or whatever that was. Not the Spygate, I forgot what you call it, where, you know, they would, the bounty hunt, where they would sack the quarterback. He was paying players to hurt other players, and he was caught up with that with Sean Payton and the Who Dat Nation, New Orleans Saints. So right now, he got an additional chance. He failed on the worst team, one of the worst defenses, and he's supposed to be a top-notch coordinator. Greg Williams, you ain't going to be back in the game. I'm sorry. And, I mean, good luck to you getting the job down the line, but you just took the franchise a game that you could prevent them from going 0-16. Though I think on the low is the best thing that happened to them. No thank you to you. No thank you to you, but it's the best thing because now they can lock up Trevor Lawrence, which I'm going to jump into right now. I need y'all to tell me, is Lawrence going to leave, if he's going to leave Clemson, knowing that the Jets got the number 1 overall, or he's going to ride out his last year in Clemson? Because my understanding, he don't want to go to the Jets. I keep saying, Jets don't need one play. I don't want to hear he can't miss. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. A lot of people can't miss. You know what I'm saying? You had one time David Carr, who was a can't miss, and they took him, and the Houston Texans needed multiple parts, and he never succeeded. What's my boy? Andrew Luck was a can't miss. Great quarterback, but what has he ever done for Indianapolis, coach, besides get him to the playoffs? You tell me. You need bodies. If you're the New York Jets, my man Alan Vasquez, salute to Alan Vasquez, big New York Jet fan. You need bodies. You don't need one guy, and I don't think that Lawrence is that one guy. I don't even think he's better than Burrow. He ain't even better than Joe Burrow. All these people saying he's a cameo. Listen, he's got a perfect quarterback body. He's tall, he's slim, he's got an arm. But like I said, I seen that Clemson game right here when LSU whipped that ass and he came up extra short. So there's nothing real superior about him. Now, he does have a huge window where, you know, as the years progress, he will be one of the best QBs. I would admit to that. But if you're the Jets, you need pieces. You need to get at least maybe trade him, maybe get 4 picks in the draft, maybe a right now quarterback with 3 picks in the draft or whatever. You know, you got to get the most you could get for him. And he already said he does not want to go to New York. So come on, man. What you going to do? You going to try to get him and then he stays in school and then what? Put it out there that you're going to trade him so he can come out and you can get the max you can get for him. Okay, what else we got here, guys? Okay, Humpty saying he stays in college. He's going to prove kind of like an Eli Manning, Kobe Bryant. I agree with you, Hump. Okay, no one does. I will sit it out. Okay, Lewis said he won't go to the Jets either, whether they get new coaches or whatever. Martin saying he stays in Clemson. That's what I'm saying. Unless the Jets can, you know, make it clear that they're going to trade him. And they're going to have to maybe tell him to who. Because that's going to play a part also to who he gets traded to. even though it shouldn't be like that. I don't understand how these players become so selfish these days. I remember when before, just the fact that you was going to the NFL was a blessing from God. Now you got guys pointing out I don't know, man. This era right here, this is why I'm kind of sick of this era. It's not my cloth from when I was growing up. When I was growing up, if a team landed with the 0-16 Tampa Bay Bucks, they were thanking God, crying all night for the opportunity of making it to the NFL. All right, what else we got here before I move on? I don't want to miss no question. Hugo Dominguez, Tony Singleton, welcome to the show. Louis Set the Money. Okay, so we all agree that Trevor Lawrence is going to stay with Clemson if the Jets agree to get him. I'm the Jets and the Brass. Let them know we're trading you. Get as much as you could for him. I think Sam Darnold is pretty good for the next couple years, especially if you get him a line and you get him some fucking weapons and get a little defense that can play. Darnold's not the worst quarterback in football. I got him like maybe 16, 17. He's not the worst. He's not no Cam Newton. He's not no Mitchell Trubisky. He's better than those individuals right there. Run with what you got. Solidify all the holes you got. I mean, you're going to have so many draft picks. You could pick some good young studs like the Washington used to be Redskins are doing. That's why now they shining with the Sweats of the game, with the Youngs of the game, the old Carricker, Breland. All those guys are starting to show why they was picked so high. And they started to develop. They starting to get better. And that's the route the Jets want to get in. So they got to start it now. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, you go. You know, it is a wimp era, man. You go, you know where we were from, man. It was real, man. Okay, Humpty said John Elway did the same shit. Signed with the Yankees, forced the Browns to trade him. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Okay, Steve said better he goes to the pros before getting hurt. Good point, Steve. I remember Barkley stood an extra year with USC, and that killed his stocks, man. So if you, Trevor Lawrence, not that your stocks are high, you want to leave now, and I think you shouldn't be picky. But, you know, like I said, today is a whole new ball game. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, I'm going to go to my next subject real quick, guys. Okay, a lot of y'all seen that Patriot game yesterday. I did a prop bet. I didn't pick the game. I couldn't really choose a side early. I thought New England has something going. I thought they had built on some new momentum. They played 2 terrific games prior to yesterday's game, and then they laid that egg yesterday. And a lot of y'all can finger point and say Cam Newton. I will probably say Cam Newton too. But it's also the play calling. Bill Belichick is keeping it too simple. Josh McDaniel. I understand they don't want him to make mistakes, but he made a mistake anyway. He threw a pick 6 in the red zone. You can't coach scared like that. Belichick should know that. Live and die with the consequences, the way the Bucs did with Jameis Winston. I know they didn't win anything, but at least Winston was out there showcasing his talents. And I mean, he was throwing picks late, but he was also putting up numbers. You need to unleash Cam, put him out there like a regular quarterback, and live with the consequences. You're not going to win anything this year anyway. By you playing the ball that you're playing, you're not playing to his strengths, first of all. You got the kid caged up. Let Cam go. Let's see what happens. You know you ain't going to re-sign him for next year anyway. You already backed him up and said he's still your quarterback. Let Cam Newton be, man. Just let him go out there, throw his 40 passes a game. Let him run. Let him do whatever it fucking takes. The way you guys are playing them, it starts from up top. It starts with Belichick, McDaniel. I blame all of y'all and also Cam for playing poor football. I thought this would be his last week. Unfortunately, it's not, because Belichick stepped up and said he's our quarterback. So I guess they're not ready to bring in the young Jarrett Stidham yet, who will be their future quarterback unless they get a free agent signing, whatever, who's better than him. But Belichick loves Stidham. He loves that young boy from Auburn, also just like Cam, and he will be the future. My thing, let Cam go, draw up the playbook, and just go crazy from here on out. You 6 and 7, you about 2 or 3 games out from the last playoff spot. Let it go, man. Stop playing so much fucking contained football. It's sickening. watching that ABC shit you be doing out there, Bill Belichick. Let him go, man. That's it. Let him play. What else we got here? Yo, Theo Lair, what's up, baby? Salute, baby. Big Ben, salute. Love y'all niggas, man. Salute. Xavier, salute. Let me see what else we got. We finished with Cam Newton. Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know where to start with this at. 14-zip up in Heinz Field. They never lose when they up 14 points to nobody. And to lose to Washington, a team that still has a losing record, who, yes, is progressing. I hate to say it, this is a disturbing loss for the Steelers. I understand there was 11-0. A lot of y'all might say, yo, Al, it's only one loss. I understand that. But I'm going to tell you why this loss was disturbing. You don't lose to a team that, first of all, it ain't as good as y'all. That's one. 2, 14-zip with Alex Smith at the helm, who's just starting to learn that offense really and starting to do anything on that offense. And last but not least, they got too many receivers dropping balls for Big Ben. And I'm going to tell you now, if they bring that drop pass shit to the playoffs, Steelers could be 1-out. I don't care what nobody say. They dropped about 4 passes 2 weeks ago, and then they dropped like 8 to 10 passes this week. 8 to 10. You're a #1 offense almost. You had the best record in football. That's totally unacceptable. You the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin and company, that cannot happen. You're not as good defensively. Y'all lost 2 marquee players, like I said last week, with Dupree and Bush. You got to move the chains for Big Ben. You cannot have Big Ben holding his helmet like this. You're dropping a 3rd and 5 wide open and get 8 yards, and you're dropping it, killing the drive, not moving the chains. That's why you lost that game. You kept Washington in the game long enough until they figured it out and then eventually beat y'all. What you think a playoff team is going to do to y'all? When Washington's just trying to make the playoffs, you're not going to win like that, Pittsburgh. Got to get some stick 'em, do what you got to do. Stop dropping Big Ben passes. Everything else, I think, is holding its own. The running game is decent. They got to get Connor back. Connor will come back strong. They got them other backups. They did play. Snell and them did play okay. You got to catch the passes, move the chains, kill the clock, leave Big Ben on the field, let him lead the charge, and continue to win games because remember, y'all losing 2 key members on defense. You cannot drop passes, bottom line. Go to the next subject. Let me see what y'all got here. Xavier said they will get Sam Darnold. They haven't beat anyone. What do you mean they'll get Sam Darnold? Don't they got Sam Darnold already, Xavier? Or you mean Trevor Lawrence? True colors exposed by the Cowboys, even though the boys. Okay, you go saying that the Cowboys exposed the Steelers in that football game. Let me see what else he got to say. Okay, you don't think that the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think so either. When you lose 2 marquee defensive players like Bush and Dupree, beside Watt to me is definitely their best defensive player. But Bush and Dupree is like 2 and 3. And when you got to play teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, or Aaron Rodgers and them, you need all your men on defense. Okay, you maybe can have 1 guy out because a lot of teams can do it with 1 guy out. But 2 guys that are ball hawks, that get to the ball all the time, especially Dupree. Dupree's a fucking animal. Not like Watt, but he's in the neighborhood of Watt. And when you lose these 2 guys, when you start playing these offenses that can move the ball, not Washington. Because Alex Smith is not that dude no more. And when he was that dude, he still wasn't really that dude. I'm talking about Mahomes. You understand what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers of the world, the Drew Breeses of the world. They go to the Super Bowl. These are guys they might be facing. Tom Brady. You need guys like that on defense. And if you drop in the ball, there's no way you win anything. All right, what else we got here? Justin, welcome to the party, baby. I just shouted your thing. I'll make sure you put your joint up there. Throw the link up in there, buddy. Okay, so y'all agree with me? Steelers ain't winning it all? And I'm not saying because they lost 1 game. Listen, there's a lot of Steeler fans. Santana, I'm not dissing your team. Raymond Gates, I'm not dissing your team. Felix Jacino, no. I'm not going to run with one loss and run my mouth. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying between dropping the ball, losing them pieces on defense, you're going to have to fix that ASAP if you think in Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. You have a real good team. I love your pieces. I love your receivers. You got some marquee receivers with Claypool, Juju, Washington, Ebron at tight end. You guys are fucking stacked. But dropping the ball is an automatic exit. Greg Williams, what's up, baby? G-Man. That's the true Giant fan. He liked the Giants when they were like 2-14. Just like me with the Cowboys. That's the true Giant fan. My man Suge Knight right there, baby. Let's see what else we got. Ben said, let's go Jets. I just talked about them, Ben. They got to trade that pick. That's my opinion, man. Justin, you thanks for the shout out always, my brother. You know you my brother. I got you, man. Xavier Case, you will represent the AFC Super Bowl. Xavier, it's hard to disagree with you, brother. It really is. I tell you one thing. If the Steelers had those two defensive guys and they fixed that drop in the football shit and they happen to get that game in Heinz Field, I would challenge you on that. I would challenge you on that. But now that, I think you tied them, all you got to do is win out. You win out. Hopefully, if you win out, then you win the conference. And if it goes through KC, KC's going back to the Super Bowl. All right, what else we got here, guys? Okay, let me go to my next subject. We going to the college football playoff poll. Every week, I'm going to give y'all this. This is, every time they keep flipping and flopping teams. You know how it is. The later you go, once the team loses, they get out the spot. You still got Bama at number 1 at 9-0. You got the Fighting Irish still at number 2 at 10-0. Clemson 9-1. And Ohio State 5-0. That's your top 4. If it ended right now, those would be the playoff games right there. Then you got number 5, A&M 7-1. Number 6, Florida 8-1. Number 7, Iowa State Cyclones. I keep telling y'all, fuck with the Cyclones. The Cyclones are for real, man. I love the Cyclones. They're 8-2. They are upset ready to happen, man. They could be underdog 13, 14 points. They could win that game outright. Cyclones is deep, man. Then you got number 8, Cincinnati 8-0. Georgia, number 9, 6-2. Miami 8-1. Number 10, Oklahoma at number 11, 7-2. Number 12, Indiana 6-1. 13, Coastal Carolina. They snuck up in there. They beat BYU. I mean, the game was a little suspect at the end. If you watched the end, it looked real funny. It looked like Don King was over there. But I'm going to leave it like that. They won the game. They beat a tough BYU team. But like I said, to me, it was suspect. You're right, Xavier. They killed me too. And I'm just talking about that right now. Number 14, Northwestern, who got spanked by Michigan State. I think you don't put them 14. That's just my opinion. But they did. I'd rather see BYU in there than Northwestern, to be quite frank with you. And UFC, who just spanked Washington State, like murdered them, are 4-0, ranked number 15. Those are your playoff college football polls. You got anything y'all want to say? Just talk to me, baby. Okay, any questions before we move on? Let's see what else we got. Justin, you said plus 11, La Fala points at home. Had to take seats, Coastal Carolina. Okay. Let me see what else you guys got. Todd Patterson in the building. Much appreciated. Okay, guys, I keep telling y'all, man, be ramped up for me, man. I know y'all like to see me work, man, but I like a little bit of help, man. Remember, man, I ain't got no commercials in my joint. My shit commercial free, man. All right, let's go to the next topic. Dallas Mavericks. Sad day for the Dallas Mavericks. JJ.BAREA, a guy that's been playing there 11 out of his 14 NBA years, was officially released by the Dallas Mavericks today, or yesterday, was it? Everybody that know JJ.BAREA, he's a tough little cat. He look like a little mouse out there. He really does, man. He gave his heart and soul to the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, he cried on a podium when they spoke to him about him being released. And he's such a class act, dog. Y'all need to see this, real talk, man. I like stories like this. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I know y'all want to hear all that touchdown or who punched who in the face. Every once in a while, I like to hear a humble story like this. They released him, and he cried and thanked every member of the organization and said he loved them. That is a man right there. That is a guy that does not take the one bad you did to him and run off with it. He fucking with the cup being halfway full and halfway empty. You dig what I'm saying? Salute to JJ.BAREA for crying on the podium, saying he had the best head coach ever, the best owner ever. And let me tell you something about Mark Cuban, man. I'm starting to like this dude more and more, man. I love what he did with Delonte West, trying to fix his life. He went and picked him up himself in the gas station. Unheard of. Unheard of. Dallas gas station didn't send no goons to get him. He went and got him himself. Put him in the program. Delonte West is right now around palm trees, smiling, shooting hoops. And if he happens to get his life together, Mark Cuban did one of the greatest things I ever seen in saving a life. Because Delonte West had about a year left before he was going to die. The way he was living, that dude was going to die, man. And what he did for Barea, the point I'm trying to get at, is he signed Barrera to a contract early in the year, knowing they were going to release him. Knowing they were going to release him, and made the cash available where it was deposited to his account, and he does not have to pay that money back. So basically, he bought him out. He gave him like $2 million something as a thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a loyal individual with the Dallas Mavericks. And this is your present for being loyal to us. And salute to Mark Cuban, who never seems to stop surprising me, man. That's what you call an owner, man. An owner that the fucking New York Knicks need. Who we got James Dolan, who wouldn't buy fucking Delonte West a pack of fucking donuts. And I'm not even gonna go there, man. I'm not even gonna go there, man. What y'all got for me, man? I'm gonna have to freestyle now, man. I'm out of subject, so y'all not giving me enough, man. Suge Knight, what you got for me? Steve Levine, come on, let's go. Let's work. Make me work, guys. I ran through everything because y'all ain't got no questions. And I didn't want to start talking about anything. Anyway, the NBA is back. I can start with that. I can freestyle with that. You got the preseason starting now, which is a great thing. 72 games from my understanding. We all know the Lakers are the heavy favorites. They did the most after winning the championship. I mean, how many times do you hear that? The team that did the most in the offseason, the team that won it all? That don't even make sense. It really don't. Like, I'm surprised the Clippers didn't go hard. Then they got the richest owner in the game. How the hell you're not going the hardest? I understand you have to re-sign P.G.13 and you got to sign Kawhi next year, but you were supposed to get some pieces. And from my understanding, y'all lost Montrezl Harrell and y'all lost another big man. So if anything, y'all going backwards. So the NBA got to start stacking their teams up, because if not, the Lakers are going to have a cakewalk. Not that they had one last year because they earned that, but it's going to be a cakewalk. And remember, Dub Nation lost Klay Thompson. That was a murder for the West. Because if Klay was on board, I thought they would have gave the Lakers everything they could handle with Curry, Draymond Green, and the young boy Wiseman and Kelly Oubre Jr. They would have gave the Lakers everything they could handle. But when Klay going down, that kind of puts them to me a step or two behind the Lakers right now. Let me see what y'all got there, man. Todd Patterson said Indiana shafted in the Big Ten. Okay, brother. Indiana in football, right? They're real good. If you're talking Indiana in football, I don't know if you're talking college basketball, college football, the football team is really good. They only lost was to Ohio State, at Ohio State, and they only lost by 7, and there was a 14-point dog. So I don't even know why they number 12. To me, they should be around 6th, 7th through there. Okay, see what else we got here. Xavier got Rich Paul is slimming around clients till a bitch. Oh, wow. Can have a chance. Well, Xavier, you can't hate on that. Let me tell you something. you can't hate on what the Lakers are doing. I mean, whatever they doing, especially this era is already bitch. So if it's already bitch, how you gonna hate bitch moves? So if he got Rich Paul out there, you know, talking cats to go to LA, so what? This how the era's going. I can't knock that if that's the way of this era. I really can't. Do I like it? Hell no, I don't like that shit. But it's the way of this era. All them Dream Team motherfuckers. What else we got here? All right, Ty. So we were right there. They should be ranked better. I totally agree with you. Indiana's a real scary team. Whoever they play in the bowl game, I'm going to have money on them. You better bet that. Steve Levine said, looks like the Sixers ain't getting Harden. Can the Sixers, Big Two, then be... the 76ers are going to be a team that a lot of teams do not want to play in the playoffs. You know, you got MB over there. You got Ben Simmons, even though they're not getting along. You know what I mean? You still got my boy over there. You know what I'm saying? You got Rivers over there. I think they're going to play a little harder, Steve. But no, they're a player or two away from going to the championship. But they will compete severely. Yes, they will. The Sixers will play hard every night. Richardson, they got over there. You know, they got some parts over there, but they just don't got enough for me. I mean, Brooklyn to me got more than them. Milwaukee, you know what I mean, just picked up Drew Holiday. That pushed them over the top. They was already over the top on them. That pushed them more over the top. You know, you got the Heat that just came from the championship. You got to have the Heat up there. So the Sixers are going to probably be 5, 6-ish, unless they could get a major body like a Harden. Then you can start talking championship. What else we got here? Humpty said Harden added a few new teams to the trade. Yes, he did. He added the Bucks, Philly, Nets. Okay, I mean the Nets been on his vision, but he did add the Bucks and Phillies and a few other teams. I don't know, wherever Harden go, James Harden, aka the bearded one, they are going to be a better team. But his style of basketball, to me, is not a championship winning style. So, I mean, you can have the greatest record, but you can't win a series, 7 games, let's say in the second round, the conference finals, or even the championship, then what all them wins mean? I mean, he's going to be a regular season thug. I mean, any team he go to is going to have immediately 10 more wins off the rip, right off the rip. But he's just not a championship type player unless he could change his style of play, man. I mean, his style of play, 7-game series, great coaches would straight up lock that shit down, that isolation. That shit ain't working, man. NBA's too tough for that shit, man. All right, what else we got here? Xavier said Philly's crazy if they trade Simmons for Harden. I don't know if a lot of people would agree with you with that, X, for multiple reasons. I know where you're going with it. Simmons a good kid and all that, but he's just not getting along with MB. And Philly need to do something. You know, if you could get a Harden who can shoot, unlike Ben Simmons who can't, even though Ben Simmons does everything else great, rebounds, passes, runs the floor. I mean, Ben Simmons is a fucking animal, but he can't shoot a jump shot. He can't make a foul shot to be quite. He's like 50% from the foul line. You put Harden in there, that changes immediately. But then you're going to lose from the defensive side. You're going to lose from the fast break where Simmons get the rocks up. If I'm the Sixers, I'll make that move only because he's not getting along with MB. I'll make that move. What else we got? Lorenzo Wood in the building. What's up? Okay. Harden is poison locker room. You will not change the style of play, accommodate. Okay, X, you right on all that. You right on all that. But if you're the Sixers, this is the chance you got to take. You're not going to win right now with Ben Simmons. You're not. You're not. They didn't win last year. You're not going to win. Tobias Harris is nice. Tobias Harris, but he's just a regular all-star. He's not a superstar. Harden, I hate to say, is a superstar. I don't like him to win the championship with Harden, but I like the Sixers to be better, get more wins, score more points, more exciting, indeed. But they're not going to win it all. Harden or no Harden, they won't win it all with him. And that's the moral of the story. But If I'm the Sixers, I'll probably do that because, like I said, MB and Simmons just not getting along. All right, what else we got here, guys? He said Doc will work with Simmons on that, bro. Okay, even if he does work with that, can he make his jump shot better? That's my question to you, X. You're not going to make that jump shot better overnight. Just like Deontay Wilder cannot fix his boxing style in 6 months. There's no way. He's a one-hitter quitter type of dude, and Ben Simmons just can't shoot. He just can't shoot. His fucking form is horrible. Everything about his shot is horrible. So he is what he is. He's just going to continue to be great running the floor, great passer, great rebounder, great teammate, but he just can't shoot. You're not going to be able to fix that. What else we got? Humpty said not a good trade. Talion has, Tommy John surgery. Bell had a real bad season, 220. Humpty, what you referring to? I'm a little lost here, bro. I might have missed your first question. Let me move back a little bit. Okay, Martin said, what about the talk the Yankees trading for Josh Bell? Oh, okay, now Humpty's replying to that. And Talion from the Pirates. Humpty just answered that. He said the pitcher Talion's arm is messed up. Bell's a very interesting guy. The guy got power, both sides. But the thing is, can he hit the ball? He's another guy that will present a hole in his bat for the Yankees. We already got 2 with Aaron Judge and Carlos Stanton. I don't think we need another guy with a hole in his bat. Now, when he hits the ball, it goes distance, but we need more contact hitters. That's why we have to re-sign. Hear my words. We have to re-sign DJ LeMahieu. Have to. Hold up, guys. Let me take this off the... Okay, what else we got, guys? I'm going to go to my free pick sessions real quick. Turnover machine in the playoffs. Justin, who you mean by that? Xavier said, don't Durant wants Harden in Brooklyn? I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't know why if he wants to play with Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving and Harden are not going to get along. There's no way. If Harden cannot get along with CP3, who was willing to diminish his offensive numbers for Harden, which Kyrie Irving ain't going to do, what makes you think him and Irving are going to get along? If CP3 did not work with Harden, who CP3 happily invited him and put him in that State Farm commercial, put him on, tried everything in his power to get along with James Harden, and Harden still didn't fuck with him. Harden is poison, man. I hate to say it. The dude is poison, man. And I like James Harden a lot, but he's poison, man. What else we got here? Keep it coming, y'all. Okay, let me see what I'm just snatching. Another Shaq Lewis said. See what else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, X. Bell's a strikeout guy. We don't need another strikeout guy. We need more contact hitters. Humpty said, DJ not going anywhere. Humpty, I hope you're right. I just want to hear that contract laid out so we keep him. Because let me tell you something, how important LeMahieu is to me, man. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck because I am a little crazy anyway, but I really don't care what y'all think. LeMahieu would have been a guy that if he came up with Jeter and Bernie in them, he would have been right in that mix with that whole, that top 4 Yankee, Andy Pettitte, Mariano Rivera. LeMahieu would have been right there. That's how good LeMahieu is. Not only that, team player, very humble, can play multiple positions, and y'all know he can hit. If he left Colorado and he raked, that means he can rake anywhere. Not to mention the dude's real tall, too. If the dude wanted, he can hit some home runs. I mean, realistically, we got to sign him. I love LeMahieu, man. What else we got? Oh, Justin Yu was talking about Harden. Okay. Yeah, Justin Yu, he's a ball hog. Harden does not play what you call playoff basketball. He's not a team player. Harden's the type of dude that he wants people to be happy for him when he does well. But then when you take over the show, He be hating, and I don't like that. You can see it in his face that he's not as happy for his teammates the way the teammates be happy for him when he wins a game-winning shot or something. And he let all that shit get to his head, all that bearded one, everybody wearing the beards. He let the fame take over him, and right now, I hate to say it, it's all about him and his numbers. Harden's a number guy. Now, like I said, you're going to win a lot of games because the guy can ball. He can ball. He's got a great regular season game. But playoffs, when they lock ass, when you got, guys switching up, like exclusively because everybody's a notch ahead in playing skills, is where he's going to hurt wherever he ends up at. Unless he changes something dramatically, which I can't see it happening. Harris, what up, Harris? We got to get up, baby. Harris said CP3 was not the problem in Houston. Oh, that's what I said, Harris. I don't know if you've been listening. James Harden was the problem. That's the point I'm trying to make. If he couldn't coexist with CP3, what makes you think he's going to coexist with Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn? Not going to happen. One of them are going to have to exit no later than midway of the season, and it'll probably be Kyrie Irving. So my thing is, he ain't going to work there. If I had a team to put him on, I'm trying to think right now. I'll probably say the Sixers. I mean, realistically, I'll probably say this, because I think Doc Rivers would try his hardest. I mean, really contest the dude to change his game. Though Doc did a horrible job with Kawhi Leonard and P.G.13. Let me make that clear. But I'm thinking he learned from that. Because I don't think he stepped the business to those cats. I think he gave them too much privilege and he treated them too much like stars instead of ripping them new ones the way Bill Belichick be doing. He ain't rip them no new ones. Or my man Popovich. Oh, Popovich would have ripped all them cats. Popovich is probably the real only guy that can have James Harden maybe give up a little more of his game so others can be better. Popovich would be the only guy. But I think Doc would make a great attempt, and that's why I think the Sixers would be the best fit for James Harden. That's just my opinion. What else we got here, guys? Let's keep it coming. We got almost 10 minutes left. I got to go to my free picks. Yo, Hanson, you asked him my same question. I want you to tune in earlier. I'm going to say that the Brooklyn Nets will go to the... I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm going to say KD's going to be on top of his game. He missed playing basketball. He's going to have so much fun. I think they get to the conference finals. I'm going to call it right here on the Al York Sports Show. I don't know if they get by the conference finals, but I think they'll reach the conference finals. You heard it on the Al York Sports Show. Harris, that's your answer. Okay, Xavier said my Mets need to sign George Springer. That'll be a beautiful pickup, X. George Springer's a ball player. He be raking. Steve Levine, Kyrie's a big diva now. Great play. Yeah, you're right, Steve. That's why I don't like Kyrie Irving. He is a diva. You're right on that. Yankees close to signing Bauer and might go after Kluber. Humpty's big on Kluber. He always mentioned Kluber. I don't know if Kluber still got it. I know he was injured all last year, and a little bit that he did pitch with the Rangers, I was not impressed. But if Kluber could get to his form, the Cleveland Indian form, I would love to have him. But I think a better fit for Kluber would be the Padres, where he could get up with his boy Clevenger over there. And they won't expect a lot over there, even though I know they got the high contracts. I mean, who really expects anything from the Padres, even with Machado and them over there? I mean, think about it, man. You know what I mean? Who really expects anything from them? So you put Kluber over there, big ballpark, Pepco Field. They could be a better fit. But if the Yankees get him, then so let it be. As long as we don't overpay for Kluber, I'm good with it. All right, what else we got? Oh, I appreciate you, Adolph. I really do, man. Thank you. I thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Xavier, no playoffs for the Knicks. Forget about it. Knicks suck. We will get better, though. We will win more games. Playoffs? I'm just leave it like that. What else we got here? Kluber's best years are behind. Yes, I agree with that. Justin, you said Ferguson minus 125 versus Oliveira plus 140 live dog. He said to take Charles Oliveira. Justin Hughes giving a free play, plus 140 Charles Oliveira, if I'm saying his name correct. Okay, guys, let's go to the free plays right now. This is what a lot of y'all been waiting for. We went 4-1-1 last week. What else you want us to do? If y'all not cashing out, y'all the fools. Straight up and down. We've been hitting on a regular basis. Yes, we had a bad week. We went 0-3 one week, 2-1. We averaged like 2-1. But now we got Big Bet Mike on the scene. Big Bet Mike deliver a nice 3-0 this week. And he called it breakfast, dinner, and dessert. Now he got a new name for you guys for this week. He's calling this the triple flavor scoop. But I'm going to get to that. Let me go to our records first. Noah Parker. He's 10-8 plus 0.4 units, which doesn't mean much, but he's not losing money for you guys. That's all that matters. Last week he had Alabama minus 29.5. They won. He had Washington State plus 13.5. That lost. Noah went 1-1. Big Bet Mike started out clean, 3-0 for us with the lunch, dinner, and dessert. Big Bet Mike gave out Penn State minus 11, winner. New Mexico plus 17.5, winner. And the Rams minus 3, winner. He's 3-0 plus 6 units for Big Mike. And my game happened to push. I gave out the Packers minus 1. They won outright. And I gave out the Arizona Cardinals plus 10. They lost by 10, so the bet doesn't count. You don't lose no money. It's considered a push. That's why we 4-1-1. My record is still 8-3 plus 8.6 units. And we should fucking been 10-1, but I don't even want to go back there. Okay, this week's free plays. We got 8 minutes left. Let's get this popping. Give me 1 minute. Let me move this back right here. Okay, we ready to go. Okay, Noah Parker's first 2 plays. Get your pens ready, y'all. He likes Troy versus Coastal Carolina. I can see Justin Yu right now laughing, because that's just Justin Yu for you. He likes Troy plus 13.5. Now listen to me clearly. If you could get 14, jump on that number. That's a beautiful number. I just looked, everything's 13.5. If you got the ability to buy half a point, I highly recommend that. I think if Coastal Carolina wins, they'll win by 14. That'll be their biggest win if they do win. But if they don't, I think Noah will cover. They'll probably land between 8 to 12 points. But get it at 14 if you could. Buy a hook. It'll probably cost you up $10 extra, $15 extra max. Buy the hook for Troy plus 14 with buying the hook. Second game, Rutgers versus Maryland. He likes Rutgers plus 7. So he's in a dog-giving day. Noah's been taking these dogs lately. He's going to live and die with these dogs, and that's what he's going to live with. Okay, hold on. Humpty got something real quick. Buffalo over Pitt. Humpty, we got all that. Humpty, trust me, baby. If I need you, I'm going to come to your help, big brother, all right? But I appreciate that. I got Buffalo 2 beating the Steelers, by the way, but I don't got them on the free picks, but I like Buffalo to get the Steelers. Okay, Big Bet Mike's triple flavor scoop. Start off tomorrow morning. The Arkansas Razorbacks are playing the Alabama Crimson Tide. He likes Arkansas, the strawberry flavor first, plus 32 on the triple flavor scoop. First scoop is strawberry, Arkansas plus 32. Second scoop is vanilla. He likes the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants over 45. Totals 45. He likes the over this Sunday between the Arizona Cardinals and the G-Men. That's pick number 2. And the last one is chocolate. He likes Stanford Cardinals tomorrow. I think it's a late night game tomorrow. -3 versus Oregon State. So those are your 3 free picks from Big Mike. I'm going to repeat everybody's pick when I finish my pick. But those are Big Mike's pick. You got Noah's pick. Now my special teaser, I got to win one, man. I'm 0-2-1, which means I got 2 losses, 1 push. My last 3 games, I started out 8-1, should be 10-1. This here, you're going to cash out on this one. If you don't, I'm going to be really upset, man. We're going to start off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm going to start giving you just a little reasoning of why I like my picks. I'm going to get a little deeper for y'all. Bucks lost 2 games in a row. Same exact score, 27-24. Lost to the Rams, lost to the Chiefs. They had a bye week last week. Nobody plays the game better than Tom Brady off a bye week. I understand it's New England shit, but now he's in Tampa. Another thing now, I think him and Bruce Arians have more than enough time to get that offensive line fixed and get their route running a little tighter. And I know Skogan been playing a lot better, even though they got lucky last week, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. We had the Jaguars plus 10 on the contest picks, but Jaguars should have beat them. I don't know if they looked past that game to this game. Skogan will play tough early. I think the Bucks run away with it. I got teasing the Bucks down to plus +0.5 point. Back end of that pick, I'm going to roll with the team that killed my ticket last week. I'm going to roll with them because I trust them like that. I'm going to take Russell Muscle in the Seattle Seahawks, who are minus 13.5. We're going to bring them down to minus 6.5. 2-team 7-point teaser look like this. Bucks plus +0.5, Seahawks minus 6.5. Now I'm going to run through all now and give y'all all the picks. Chuck Thomas, you better tune in, baby. I got your Bucks this week. Get your pens ready. These are all the picks. You got Troy plus 13.5. You want to buy them to 14 if you can. Noah Parker. Rutgers plus 7. Noah Parker. Now we going to Big Mike. Triple flavor scoop. He like Arkansas plus 32. Arizona Cardinals, New York Giants over 45 this Sunday. And he likes Stanford Cardinals tomorrow, minus 3 versus Oregon State. That's the 5 picks. Now I'm going to give you the 6 pick. 2-team 7-point teaser. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks to plus +0.5. Now you might go, why plus +0.5? If the game ends tied, which is possible, you win. But both of them got to come through. And I love the Seahawks to steamroll the Jets. Pete Carroll did not have them prepared against the Giants. Giants went up there, made them look real horrible. I know Pete Carroll is working his boys this week. I see them covering the spread in the first half. Jets act like they don't want to win a game. I mean, this is a game here. If the Seahawks can't cover this 6.5, I might as well not be a teaser giver. No, real talk, man. So that's our 5 plays, those 6 plays total. Get them in, cash out, thank me later. And let me get this going real quick. Hold up. Okay, guys, 2 minutes left. TGI Friday open sessions. Another great show. Love you guys constantly. Like I said, I love it when you guys participate. All we can do is build, get smarter with this, get the best we can get at this. And what I said, I'm going to try to give y'all money at the end of the show. That's all I can try to do. For you guys taking your time, your Friday, to tap into my shit, the least I could do is try to put some money in your pockets. Because I ain't getting no money in my pockets, but I like to put money in your pockets, all right? Thank you guys. I love you guys. This is called Mafia Sinatra. Justin Yu, Martin Silver, Humpty X, Chuck Thomas. I'm just naming everybody. Adolf. Thank you. Love you all. Catch y'all on Tuesday. 15 quickest minutes, man. Work with me, man. I'm still sick. No excuses. Love.